And we're rolling!
Guess where we are? Atlanta, Georgia. Junior's over here chilling. We're at Carriage HQ, Jeff Wilson's new store, at a VIP night to celebrate the store opening. I'm happy to be here. We've been here for 3 or 4 days sightseeing, moving around Atlanta, seeing a lot of different stuff historically in U.S. history. I had to take my guys to many different places. Some places I had been to before, some places I had not. And we'll show you all that at another time. But we're gonna look at the awning, then we're gonna go in. We're gonna have a great night. It should be real fun. Junior, come say something. That said it all.
Who's rolling with FD? Who's rolling with FD?
I'm rolling with FD.
What? Who's rolling with FD?
I'm rolling with FD.
Talk to him.
We're standing by this 2020 Lakers championship ring, but I want to tell you about the 5,000 subscriber contest. Subscribe and leave a comment telling us about your favorite player or players. Do this and you'll be permanently entered into the contest. First prize receives cards up to $1,000 of your favorite athlete. Second prize receives cards up to $250. 5 additional winners will receive Rollin with FD merch. You don't want to miss this merch. Thank you so much for your support. We can't wait to get to 5,000 subscribers. This is the inside of the store. G, take them around. Here we have baseball benches, greats from the past. I like this card.
Yeah, I know, and I really like
Same person, right?
We have that one. We're missing, like, he's trying to get tops right now.
Okay.
And so we're missing a few, but I wouldn't even know what year. I'd have to literally ask him. And then he says he's going to move to the other Ernie Banks, but right now, tops.
Did he ever have a chance to meet Ernie Banks in person? Good to see you. I gotta get a picture with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want you to sit like this.
You want me to sit up there?
Yeah, like
It is absolutely amazing what little 2.5 inch by 3.5 inch pieces of cardboard can build, isn't it? My favorite movie is Field of Dreams, and I was watching it a few weeks ago with my son. It's like probably about the 60th time that I've seen the movie. First time he had seen the movie though, and we're sitting there on the couch and we're watching Field of Dreams, and there's a scene in the movie where Ray Kinsella has mowed down his cornfield, and he has built his baseball field, and he's got the lights up, and he turns the lights on, and he walks out to the baseball field for the first time, and he looks around, and he gets a big smile on his face as he looks around, and he says, "I have built something completely illogical." And that is how I feel right now, ladies and gentlemen, with the biggest smile on my face, and the absolute best way. But that movie, Field of Dreams, is all about the connection between father and son. And what those of you who maybe aren't into cards don't realize is that these little pieces of cardboard are much more than just that. These little pieces of cardboard are about the connection between father and son, and mother and daughter. And the moments of a dad and a kid, as we saw countless times today, walking through the aisles and talking about their favorite players, or memories that they share together, or the moment of the daughter over there opening up a box of Pokemon and the mother cheering for her as she pulls shiny VMAX out of the box. It's that, and it's even more than that. It's the shy kid who, for the first time, breaks out of his shell because he does a trade deal with another kid. And he goes up to a dealer at a card show, and he transacts with a dealer at a card show, and he begins to learn self-confidence, and he begins to kind of find himself through cards. And I'm a huge believer in the power of cards, because when I was a kid, I was that kid. When I was 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, I was crazy about these things. And I believe that my experience dealing with cardboard and learning to trade and buy and sell with my friends and making a whole lot of bad deals along the way, but learning from all of them, I believe that those experiences helped me go on to become an entrepreneur. It woke up inside of me this fire and this desire for entrepreneurship. And now 15 companies later, I've started this. And this is a full circle moment for me because when I was 14 years old, the day I turned 14, that's in the state of Florida where I grew up, that's the legal age to work is 14 years old. And on my 14th birthday, I told my mom, all I want for my birthday is to go to all of the local car shops in Sarasota, Florida and apply for a job because I wanted to be able to work at a card shop. That was my dream when I was 14 years old. And I got a job at a card shop. I lasted there exactly one day. It was simultaneously the happiest day of my life and the saddest day of my life when I got fired at the end of my shift. 4 hours later, it was both all in one day, but day 2 of me officially working at a card shop occurred a couple of days ago on their opening day. So here you go. Today was day 4 of me working at a card shop. Then I said, I'm going to start doing YouTube videos. And I set up an iPad in the basement of my house and bought a couple of lights on Amazon. The whole setup was like less than $100. Little mic. And I started doing videos. And I started putting them on YouTube. And those first videos, which by the way are all still on YouTube, they're absolutely horrible. And if you go back and watch any of those videos, today you will say to yourself, why did anybody ever watch this crap? Because when I watch it now, I'm like, oh, that's bad. It was real bad.
I loved him.
Teapot loved him. Teapot loved him. He was one of my first 100 subscribers over here. But you know what? It was just a special time and a special moment. And there was this momentum in the card industry. And the card industry all of a sudden started growing and growing and growing. And this was before COVID even hit. But then when COVID hit, everything just went into absolute hyperdrive. People were stuck at home and cards became a huge part of a lot of people's lives to help them kind of wade through the chaos of COVID and help them kind of, deal with it. And ever since then, it's been crazy. And, my little YouTube videos that were poorly produced all of a sudden started gaining 10,000 subscribers and 20,000 subscribers and 50,000 subscribers and 100,000 subscribers. And this thing really started to grow. I made some, in business, I've done a lot of businesses and some have gone really well and others haven't gone well. And, a lot of it does kind of come down to luck. And some of that luck comes down to the people who you connect with and you pull into the organization you surround yourself with. And I got really lucky in the early stages of Sports Card Investor to pull in some absolutely incredible people. I had always kind of been enamored with the idea of starting a card shop, but I also recognized that at Sports Card Investor, we're really good at content and we're really good at building digital products, software apps. Running a card shop is a whole nother ballgame, right? This is operations. This is retail. This is, retail employee management. This is buying. This is selling. This is negotiating. This is inventory control. There's a lot to this operation. That's a lot different than what my team specializes in. And so we had it in the back of our minds for some time that we wanted to do this. And we were encouraged by people along the way, including my good friend Jeff Gordon here from Fanatics is here tonight too. And he and many others kind of encouraged us, like, you guys should do a card shop. You guys should do a card shop. And it was when I met Brian and Carter. And these two guys are just two of the absolute sharpest young minds in the entire sports card business. And when I met the two of them, I knew that these were the guys. You just have a gut feeling about people. And I was at the National Card Show about a year and 3 or 4 months ago. And I went up to their table and they said, hey, we're going to open up our own card shop in Atlanta. I was like, oh, that's amazing. And they're like, yeah, we're going to go sign the lease on Monday. It's going to be in town in Atlanta. When we get back from this card show, we're going to sign the lease. And I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, before you go sign that lease, stop by my office. And they did. And so when they stopped by, I said, look, I've got this idea of wanting to do this. And I said, what if we teamed up and together we did this? Instead of you doing your own card shop and me maybe doing something down the road. And so we started talking right away and it really worked out. And Ryan and Carter have been absolutely fantastic partners through this whole thing. The final person I want to thank before I wrap up is my wife, Kim, because it's my wife. She has been, come on up. She has been unbelievably supportive. I tell her about my crazy, outlandish, wild dreams, like wanting to build a 14,000 square foot card shop. And she says, yes, dear, I'll support you.
That's not exactly what I said.
She's been unbelievably supportive through this venture, through all the other ventures I've done over the course of time. And I'm extremely lucky to have you. So thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, one final thing before I wrap here, and once again, I appreciate all of you coming tonight. I really, really do. This means a lot to have this kind of turnout tonight. It means a lot to me. I appreciate your support. One final thing. There are, believe it or not, a number of people out there who do not like me, do not like us, do not like what we are doing. The sports card hobby is unbelievably fractionalized and petty and competitive and combative at times for being what should be a really fun thing. So, there are some other YouTubers who sometimes don't have very nice things to say about me and things we're doing. And unfortunately, Thursday, on our opening day, one of the other YouTubers decided, how can we get Jeff and Cards HQ? So what they decided to do was they decided to go live, and they decided to tell their followers to go to our Google reviews, which we didn't have any Google reviews yet because we literally opened the door. And when we're opening the door, they tell all their followers on Twitter and on YouTube to go to our Google reviews and start trashing us in our Google reviews. So within minutes of our card shop opening, we had like 100 one-star reviews. So we've got to Google remove some of them, but a lot of them still linger. There's one way that I've learned to combat negativity, and that is with positivity. So tonight I'm going to ask all of you to be positive. Here's my QR code to please review us on Google. And I appreciate your 5 stars because it will make a difference to combat those idiots. Thank you all for coming tonight. Enjoy yourself. It means a lot to have you here. Take care. Thank you.
It was real cool to spend time at Cards HQ and take you all with us as we walked through the store. Had a chance to spend some time with Jeff and his team and talk about the shop in general. I think it's going to be a great shop. It has price points for the average person that's coming in to look at cards, and it also has some specialty cards that are a little bit higher in price for those people with a keen eye for what they're looking for. Jeff, team, I'm excited for you all. You pulled off the grand opening. You got the store up and running. You had a great VIP night, great grand opening day. Nothing but success to you. And I'm already hearing data about how well you've done in a short amount of days. I can't wait to come back, bring my family again, and spend time at Cards HQ. Y'all know we rolling.
Did I say your name, Doug? Doug. I forgot Doug. 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 Did I say Doug?
Yeah.
I said Doug. I'm off the hook. I already said your name. So, anyway, there's...